Live and Local is proudly sponsored by Community Savings Bank, working together with you. I'm On Communications, your source for cable, internet, and phone service. Blair Ridge Dental, your smile, our passion. Dr. Fitzgerald and Associates, protect your precious peepers. Eels and Tronvold Law Offices. And Home Appliance Center, your local low-price leader. This is a presentation of KCRG TV9 Sports.
This is a journey.
And we welcome you to West Branch High School. Tonight we bring you West Liberty at West Branch Volleyball. And it's the River Valley South Conference now with West Liberty and West Branch both at 6-0 and 24-1 for the number 6th ranked in Class 3 at West Liberty Comets and the 8th ranked in Class 2A 20-3. West Branch Bears. Ryan Schlater along with Barb Randall to take you through this evening's contest. And I tell you what, this River Valley South has two of the top teams in Eastern Iowa in their respective classes. I feel like we've been saying that a lot throughout our broadcast here, but we've seen a lot of consistency with these two volleyball programs so far here tonight, Barb. As we take a look and compare these teams a little bit here, you have West Liberty, the Comets, a very young team, but they got a lot of talent coming out here. West Branch, they only lost one senior from what essentially happened from a year ago. They have some high expectations too. Want to get to that next goal, and this has turned out to be quite the rivalry contest.
Well, it's a great rivalry. Luckily, they're both in separate classes, so they can both make it to state and win state if that's their goal, which we know it probably is. So tonight should be fantastic. The gym is full. They've got a blue half and a white half, so it should be really exciting.
All right, we take a comparative look at these teams when you see Ruben Govan's West Liberty. He was 7 years at West Liberty. Spent some time at West Branch, actually, a year at Davenport West. He has now returned to a very good West Liberty program. And for West Branch, Josh Lukuski in his 5th year right now. And again, it's just got this program on the right track. So that's certainly fantastic for these teams to see that kind of thing. The old Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference teams just go at it and to be very dedicated toward their respective program. I think we're in for a good one.
Well, and that's the assistant coach for West Branch right there. He, in his own right, is a stud. He coached at Durant for years and years and years and built that program, and I was talking to him before the match. He lives in West Branch, and he has always lived in West Branch. So he thought, his daughter's a freshman, he thought it was time to switch schools.
A couple of the names we'll be calling here. There'll be plenty here. But you take a look at Molly Kelly, the libero, one of the leaders for West Liberty. She's on her way to the University of Iowa to play some volleyball. And Haley Dahlfeld, 5'8". She can certainly do a lot at only 5'8". We're going to see some very skillful kills and attacks at the net. And for West Branch, Madison Russell had some mono. She's starting to get over that. She's really showing some consistency here as well. And this team continues to keep going along here as she's going to be at the University of Missouri St. Louis to play some volleyball.
Yeah, and in looking at the teams, it does look like West Branch has the height, but both coaches talked about how great defensively the other team is. So it should be a great match to watch. Should be lots of rallies.
Well, it's a noisy place here as you take a look at West Liberty, the blue uniforms, formerly the Bells, and they go by the Comets now. I think that makes it easier when you're ordering some athletic apparel there. You see Molly Kelly listed there as your libero there at the bottom, and a very good serve efficiency as well, and leading the team with 313 digs. Here's a quick glance at our West Branch Bear starting lineup. Ola's a junior. She's been starting throughout her career. Right now we await, and we will have our national anthem. Once again, we take another peek at the West Branch Bears starting lineup. As we mentioned, Pola, a junior, she's started throughout her career. Madison Russell leading the team 181 digs. Allison Simpson, a 96% serve efficiency for this squad. You see different setters for West Branch, but West Liberty has seen some consistency as well. And on the right side of your screen, the blue uniforms for West Liberty. The traditional black and red for West Branch. West Branch, a state tournament appearance back in 2012. West Liberty has gotten there 6 times. Last appearance in 2011. Of course, they had that great run in the late 1990s. And it's going to be West Branch to start things off. It'll be Lily Pola with the serve. She'll send it down the line. Dolfo to go across court, and a point for West Branch. Not the greatest pass to start off this contest.
Well, not the greatest start, but, you know, the beginning doesn't mean anything.
You got a lot of volleyball here, and a hitting error, another point for West Branch.
That's a great serve. That is a tough top spin serve. You notice she's not jumping, but she's got a nice contact on that ball. Her wrist rolls over the ball and hits it pretty hard.
Cross court, there's a pass by Madeline Simon. Underhand set by Cassidy Simon. And the free ball over. They'll send it off to the left side. And kept by Russell, and the point for West Branch.
It's kind of hard to say because it's so early, but it seems like West Branch is just a little bit faster at this point in the match, although it's only 3 points in.
Good set, and the free ball over by Haley Dahlfeld. West Branch back on the attack. They'll go off to the left side. Over the front row block goes Madison Russell, and she'll put it down for the kill and the point for the Bears.
Well, great job by Russell that time. She hammered the ball the first time she got the attack, and then this time she tipped it right over the block, keeping the defense guessing. Always have to be on your toes.
Another nice serve. This time for West Liberty. The cross-court attempt by Dahlfeld. And firing right back the Comets, and they'll get their first point of the contest. The libero, Molly Kelly. The attempt by Madison Russell again. Here's an attempt by Cassidy Simon. And the back row play up by Pola. West Branch again. West Liberty will try to open on the far side. That'll be Bridenstine for the Comets of West Liberty.
Well, Bridenstine that time did a great job. It's kind of hard to see the lines on the floor, but she did a great job hitting that ball deep. As the defense sucked in, then they have to guess if it's in or out.
Good dig out of there by Cassidy Simon. The set by Molly Kelly. They'll send it down the line to the right side. And the West Liberty Comets fought their way back. And the serve continues for Molly Kelly. Canute and the attempt by Pola. Not too long there, and we have a point for West Liberty, which means we're tied right up at 4. As we said, it's a long contest, and right now the Comets are on a roll. Here's Simpson setting it off to the left side, and there's a nice swing for Madison Russell.
Well, right there you can see the difference that ball control makes. That pass was to the setter. The setter could set a quick set outside, and Russell could just hit it before the block had time to form.
Kelly to go with Dahlfeld. And the Comets. Summer Kopet with the serve. Just beyond the 3-meter line, the attempt by Pola. Back for West Liberty. Bridenstine's attempt played off the block of the front row, but West Liberty gets it back. There's a big-time swing taken by Haley Dahlfeld, and she'll put it away.
Great swing by Dahlfeld. West Branch is in a player-up defense, which means the 2 back players kind of split the court, and Dahlfeld hit it right too far away from where they could reach it.
The senior Kopit with another serve. Off the court, Simpson. And the free ball over. They set it to the opposite side. Madison Russell.
Don't you love how hard she swings? I love it when players go up there and take a hard rip at the ball. Oh, not sure what's happening. Oh, there was a touch called.
And a substitution coming to the front row. Tristan Vaneskis. Comes out to the floor to serve. Kelly passes. Bridenstine. There's a block. Bridenstine again, and this time successful. Point for the Comets.
Bridenstine did a great job. Both balls were hit off the blocker's hands, and that's a hard ball to defend. And if you can, as a hitter, if you can learn to hit the ball off the blocker's hands every time, you're going to be pretty successful.
Dahlfeld will play all the way around. Very good server at 92.7%. Vaneskis with a nice set, and that one's put away.
Well, Russell's proven she can swing from both sides. That was a great swing cross court. It looked from here, it's hard to tell, but it looked from here like there was a hole in the blocker, between the blockers, and that's where she hit it.
Madison Russell with the Dahlfeld pass. And Brianna Morales looked a little bit off balance.
Well, and I was watching her run that play in warm-ups, and we're going to see that quite a bit more tonight because she's really good at that slide.
Well, Bridenstine's attempt was blocked, but she's able to dig it out. Once again, Bridenstine. And West Branch with a 2-point lead.
So that ball, what happened was the block was so hard off the blocker's hands that the hitter went, it hit the hitter's hands, but she had kind of lifted the ball as it came back up, and that is illegal.
Madison Russell, the pass to Dahlfeld from the 3-meter line. And West Liberty.
I love that these teams are using the backcourt attack as part of their offense. We've seen it from both sides. If the setter's in trouble, she knows where her outlet is, and she's going to let that back row player take a good hard swing at it.
Bridenstine, the outside hitter. Vaneskis. Oh, and they try to dink it off, and Pola hits it into the net, and the point for the Comets. Which I know, even though it's been 5 years, I still kind of want to call them the Bells.
And we may. We may mess
Whoops,
up.
Underneath the net. A little over pursuit that time for the Comets, and that gives the point to West Branch, the Bears. This time Simpson tries it. Well, they spread the court around a little bit, and Kayla Kohlberg, the senior, with the point for West Liberty. Boy, both teams are working the far side on your screen, and this time they go to the opposite side, and West Branch's defense forced to shift, and West Liberty takes advantage. Here's Cassidy Simon. The pass, the Luneskis pass, blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Point for West Branch. Janae Murray to come in for Luneskis. right at the net. Just a little bit too far. And 11-11. Madeline Simon, the lefty. Simpson goes to the near side. Murray. Whoops.
Well, that time the ball hit the antenna, and the line judges have to call out, or touch, or wave their flag. Actually, is what they're supposed to do to let the up ref know that it hit the antenna, which is lined up with the outside of the line, and it's out of bounds.
They try the quick set in the middle. West Liberty does a good job blocking it. And there's a nice dig by Madison Russell. And West Branch takes advantage, gets the point. Tied up at 12.
Great rally there. Both teams are digging a lot of balls, getting the ball to their setter, and the setter's able to turn it into kind of a quicker attack offensively, which is hard to defend.
Pola with the serve. They'll come back to Dahlfeld. And there's West Branch right there.
Well, Coach Galvan for West Liberty told us before the game that they were going to have to get creative. So let's see what they come up with.
Free balled over by Madison Simon. Here comes West Branch. They'll come out for Madison Russell. Nice dig for the back row by Madeline Simon. Scramble there by Bailey Lukuski. And too many hits for the Bears.
So that time, West Liberty did do a little bit something we haven't seen. They brought Dahlfeld from the outside and had her hit kind of a quicker middle set, kind of mixing things up a little bit.
Abby Knoop with an attempt. West Liberty able to dig it up. Too long. And the Bears. So after a strong start for West Branch, West Liberty came battling back, and now it's just been going back and forth. Back set coming out to Becker.
Becker did a nice job that time of hitting the ball over the block. It hit the top of the blocker's hands, but the blockers, it seemed like the timing was off a little bit, like they jumped a little bit too early.
Kylie Becker with a nice play, and she checks out. Summer Kopek comes up to play in the back row, and she will serve. Murray scrambles up into a long point for the Comets. Summer again. The pass. Simpson blocked at the net by Cassidy Simon. West Branch keeps it alive, and they'll get the point.
That was a great up by the libero for West Branch, Delana Crone. She was right there covering her hitter. She could see that the set was tight. The hitter was going to have a little bit of trouble, and so she backed her up and got that point for West Branch.
Net serve by Tristan Leneskis. Haley Dahlfeld serve. They run the quick. Too long.
I think that time Lukovsky was trying to hit the blocker's hands because it was a tight set. Right. She was right there with the blocker's hands. She just couldn't quite get them to touch it.
On the hitting error that time by Allison Simpson. It was a kind of a tight serve. She shuffled over, and the way it was placed, underhand overhead, she had a tough decision to make, and not much you could do there. Leneskis. They'll keep it on the right side of the net on the attempt by Russell, and West Liberty fires right back and scores.
I've been wondering when we were going to see that. We talked to Coach Galvan earlier, and he talked about how offensive their setter is, and she's been swinging at some balls from the back row, but we haven't seen her dump yet, and that was very effective. Deep middle of the court.
4-point lead for West Liberty. Tune in this Friday for our Friday Nights Live game of the week. You can catch Cedar Falls taking on Linn-Mar this Friday. For the full football schedule, go to our Facebook page. Great crowd on hand at West Branch. Great student sections for both the squads. West Liberty traveling very well.
It's only like 20 miles though, right? It's not very far from here. It
On
might
a
not
school
even be
night.
20 miles. It's a great rivalry. I'm not exactly sure. The West Liberty student section, a lot of them are dressed up in suits and ties and tuxes and that kind of thing. I'm not sure what they're trying to get. The West Branch kids are dressed up more in like costumes and Halloween type attire.
I see a lot of pajamas.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's
I
it.
think they're anticipating
a long
a 5-set match, and then this way they can go right to bed.
Right.
Blocked at the net. West Branch continues onward. And that one caroms off and good for Otter Bridenstine.
Bridenstine did a great job that time of seeing that she only had one blocker up against her. The outside blocker couldn't make it back to her in time. The middle blocker was there and still moving, and she hit it right off her hands.
Dumped over on two by Tristan Ledescus.
If you can do it, I can do it. Isn't that the way it usually goes?
Well, the dig and the overpass causes problems for West Liberty. However, able to get the point. So the Comets and Bridenstine. The outside hitter now into the back row. Pola with an attempt. West Liberty digging it up. Brianna Morales knocks it over the net. Nice play by Bridenstine to keep it alive. Pola, she goes over the front row, blocking down. Point for West Branch.
That was a nice change. She hammered the ball the first time. They got it back, so she figures they're sitting deep on their heels and just tips it right over the block. Smart play.
Jump serve by Lukeski. West Branch. (21-18).
Yeah, it looked like it went off
Just
the
a little
blocker's hands. The line judge has called there was a touch off the block. I think from our perspective, it looks like that was the right call.
It was unfortunate for the Comets because they didn't see the touch and they let it go. Little back row attack. West Branch defends. West Liberty again. They go off of Kailberg. Blocked at the net again. Morales this time. She gets blocked. Boy, played up there by Madison Russell. Little pancake there. And there, West Liberty tries to keep it going. And that is a point for West Branch. Too many hits, but what a nice rally for both these teams.
Well, and that is exactly what we call it. We call that a pancake. West Branch got her hand under it. The rule there is if the ball touches any part of the floor with any part of the ball, it's down on the floor. So the officials have to make sure that she gets her whole hand under the ball. It's a great play when it works.
21-20, everything we expected in this match tonight. Coach Gavan and Kashokuski visiting with his teams. Only a couple of matches remaining for these teams before you get into the postseason. West Branch will play the winner of Highland and Pekin in Region number 8 Class 2A. West Liberty in their first round match takes on Louisa Muscatine. For some 2A, you got a few more contests to play than West Liberty, hence they await a couple of winners. 21-21. Overbath, duel at the net, and it's a West Liberty point. The lift called on the Bears. Let's take a look at this one again.
That's a nice, what we call a joust at the net. And usually what happens is you want to touch it, you want to be the last person to touch it. And I'm going to tell you that setters win 99.9% of those jousts. It's frustrating. As a big hitter, you think you're all strong up there.
Personal experience there.
Yeah, I'm a little bit bitter about that.
Well, nobody wanting to give an inch here. And the free ball over by Kailberg for West Branch. An attempt by Pola's played up. The back row, Dahlfeld. Pola again, trying to find an opening, and it's dug out of there by Molly Kelly. They'll try the line, not this time. The lift on West Branch.
That's interesting. I thought the refs were going to call West Liberty in the net on that one, so I was a little bit surprised by that call.
Madeline Simon. Roy Pola gets her attempt. Dug out of there by Cassidy Simon. They'll try the right side of the court. Pola blocked. One-handed move by Madison Russell. Right at the net. Dump down and good for Janae Murray.
Well, the rule here is the ball has to clear the plane of the net. And I know that West Liberty's coach wanted it called that it didn't, but it did. I mean, we're at a pretty good angle for that. We looked like it cleared it.
Well, tune in this Thursday for more live high school volleyball action. You can catch Lisbon taking on Springville this Thursday live on KCRG 9.2 at 7:30.